Most people, when they think about buying a wax cotton jacket, look at either Barbour or Belstaff. However, in the United States, there is another brand which is very popular, and that brand is Filson. Today, I'm going to review for you the Filson thin cloth lined short cruiser. The features of this jacket, the material, who this jacket is for, and I'm also going to try and answer the question whether or not this jacket is worth your money. And spoiler alert, I don't think it is. So stay until the end of this video to find out why I don't think this is a good purchase. And if you're new here, well, welcome to Code Culture. My name is Michele and I review jackets, mostly wax cotton jackets, leather jackets, wool jackets, sometimes motorcycle jackets every week. If this is something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel because it costs you nothing, but it helps me a lot. Filson has a heritage that has nothing to envy to Barbour or Belstaff. It was founded in 1897 in Seattle, originally to provide gear and clothing to the prospectors who were leaving in the hundreds, in the thousands, to go to Alaska and Canada to look for gold. So the gear that they were producing was built to last in extremely hostile environments. And the gear was supposed to be very tough, able to provide insulation, protection from the elements, but also to resist scratches and abrasion. That heritage has really influenced the design of Filson to these days, because to these days, Filson's gear look like you're about to go mining or logging in the woods. Filson may not have the same world appeal that Barbour or Belstaff have, although the last few times that I was in Europe, I've seen Filson gear more and more. But in the United States, definitely Filson has a strong appeal. So today we're going to review this jacket, and in the future I'm also going to do a more thorough comparison between the Barbour jackets and the Filson wax cotton jackets, because there is a lot to say about that. Now let's start with the materials used for this jacket. This is a wax cotton jacket, so you might think that it's very similar to Barbour or Belstaff, and you would be very mistaken, because this jacket is a much heavier jacket. This is made of a 14-ounce wax cotton, whereas most Barbours are made of 6-ounce, sometimes 8. So this is definitely a much heavier jacket, and you can feel it even when you touch it. It's much less pliable, it's a lot more rigid, and I am not joking when I say that this jacket can stand on its own. You can see it on the screen now that it's standing by itself, sitting on the sofa. So this stiffness in the material, you can feel it when you wear it. That means it takes a lot of time to actually conform to your body. But regardless of whether or not it conforms to your body, this stiffness and roughness remains, which is positive if you're looking for a very rough looking jacket. And it's a negative if you're looking for something that will mold to your body. This jacket will not. Now, Filson calls this material thin cloth, and they have been using this denomination now for many years. But the material is not something that Filson invented. And at the beginning, it was calling it waterproof khaki. The name thin cloth came actually after, and there are various theories about why this name came about. But the one that seems to get the most credit is that it is called thin cloth because it is as tough as tin. Now, this cotton, this material, which as I said is 14 ounces, so double most of Barbour jacket, is treated with a paraffin oil, so with a waxing treatment, that makes it waterproof, very shiny, and very resistant to scratches and abrasion. It definitely feels a lot tougher than any Barbour jacket I have and that I've reviewed in the past, and you can find the reviews of those jackets below. In terms of material, another thing that I want to point out are these metal buttons, which are very similar to the buttons that you find on a trucker jean jackets by Levi's. And in fact, the whole look is very much Levi's jean jacket. This button feels very solid. However, buttoning them is very tough, especially when the jacket is freshly waxed like this. And with gloves, it's almost impossible, to be honest. The interior of the jackets uses two different materials. It has a canvas cotton material for the chest and torso and back area, but it's using polyester in the sleeves area, which is the first of the many problems I have with this jacket. Right now I'm wearing it with a t-shirt and my arms are in contact with the polyester and I'm already sweating and it's not very warm. Now let's talk about the fit of this jacket. And first of all, let me say that I always have problems with Filson's sizes and fit. And that's one of the reasons why, despite really liking their jackets on paper, I hardly own one. Because they never fit me right. I'm always in between sizes, be it small, medium, or medium large. I am 185 pounds, 5'11", so 85 kilos and 180 centimeters. And I am a 50 regular in Italian clothing and a 40 regular in American clothing. This jacket is a medium. And you can see that it fits me fine on the torso and the shoulders. However, you can see that it's actually wrong in terms of sleeve and in terms of fit below my arms. It's actually way too big for the torso. You can see that the jacket is actually very long. Now, maybe I should have gone with the small, and the small would have fit me nicer on perhaps the shoulder area and the sleeves, but it would have been way too tight on the torso. Pretty much every review that I've read about this jacket is talking about problems with the sizing and the fit. So again, it's not just me, and it's something to be extremely careful about if you're thinking about buying this jacket without trying it on in store. Now let's forget for a moment the problems with the fit and let's look at how it actually should fit. This is a very short jacket. The short is already in the name. It's designed to really look and feel like a jean jacket from Levi's. If you have a jeans jacket, that's what it looks like. The same cut, the same type of pockets. There are no warm pockets. It's definitely very workwear in its proportions. It's definitely not as tailored as a Belstaff for sure, but not even as a Barbour. Right now, I am wearing it just with a t-shirt, and I can definitely wear it with a shirt and a sweater. But again, I feel that this fit is definitely not working for me. It's not really helping me. It's not doing anything good to me. And compared to other jackets that I feel fit me better. Now let's talk about the features of this jacket, which aren't that many. As I said before, this jacket is built like a jean jacket, so it has the same pockets, which are not lined, and they're actually sitting pretty high and make putting my hands in it pretty uncomfortable. There is a pocket on the chest with a button, which again, extremely hard to open. And then there are 3 pen pockets here for your pens or your measuring tape or any tool that you want to have handy on you. Well, that's it in terms of features. There is really nothing else. And one thing that I want to point out in particular is that the jacket does not have any type of liner on the collar area to protect your hair or shirts or skin from the wax cotton. So even now, my hair is in direct contact with the wax cotton and I can feel it. It's actually becoming oilier than it should be. Something to really keep in mind. Now, who is this jacket for? I think this is a jacket that is definitely for somebody who likes this rugged aesthetic of lumberjacks and miners, and if you like this type of aesthetic, Filson definitely delivers, and this is a beautiful jacket for that. This could be a good jacket for somebody who does not want a technical outdoor jacket by other brands like Arc'teryx or Patagonia, and wants to use this around the campfire or splitting logs in the woods. This jacket definitely has no problems resisting sparks from a campfire or going through bushes full of thorns. If you're somebody who appreciates the American heritage of this jacket, the history of the frontier, this is definitely a jacket that should appeal to you. In fact, even today, this brand and this jacket in particular are worn every day by ranchers out west, and it definitely serves a purpose there. And finally, I feel that it definitely will appeal to people who like the whole minimalist approach, which is definitely the opposite of what Barbour at times goes for, and definitely Belstaff. So the lack of corduroy, the lack of internal pockets, the lack of everything really. If that's your style, you will definitely find this jacket appealing. However, living with this jacket means that you're going to be dealing with a few problems. The first problem I have with this jacket is that this jacket is definitely not comfortable out of the box, and it does not get comfortable. This material is very, very rough, and it's very stiff, and no matter how much you use it, it will remain stiff. Of course, it will develop some creases that will make it easier for you to fold your arms and not to feel this stiffness around. But fundamentally, this jacket is a very stiff jacket, and it's definitely not a comfortable jacket. Secondly, I think that this jacket is not very versatile, both in terms of climate and in terms of intended use. From a weather point of view, this jacket offers no insulation, so you cannot use it when it's very cold. But on the other hand, you cannot use it when it's very warm either, because it's 14-ounce wax cotton, so it's heavy, and also this polyester in the sleeves will make you sweat. Like I am completely wet in my arms right now, and I'm really looking forward to take this jacket off. But also, this jacket cannot be dressed up or down like a Barbour or a Belstaff. This is a very dressed down jacket. You cannot use it for anything else than for a very casual look. And that's okay if that's what you're going for, but don't expect to be able to really dress up this jacket, because truly, this is not what this jacket is made for. The third problem concerns the sizing of this jacket. Unless your body type is extremely specific, this jacket won't fit you. It will either be too tight or the sleeves will be too long. For this, I really recommend that you go and try it in store, because I guarantee you there is a 50-50 chance that this jacket will not work for your body type, unless you want to put up with the problems related to the fit, which I don't want to. Another issue is that if this is a rain jacket, and it definitely is a rain jacket, then it's a very short rain jacket. And that's a problem for me specifically, because I like my rain jackets much longer, because when it rains and you have a longer jacket, it definitely will protect you better than a very short jacket like this. And also please remember that even if it is a rain jacket, wax cotton is never fully waterproof, no matter what people say, no matter what weight the cotton is, no matter how much wax you put on it. It's a question of when the water will seep through, not if. I've already mentioned the polyester sleeves, but I need to mention them again. Really, really a mistake. Barbour makes this mistake as well on some of these jackets, notably the Ashby, and it makes the jacket a lot less versatile. So again, keep that in mind, because this is not a jacket that you will be able to wear with a t-shirt underneath, because you will be sweating. Finally, let me address the fact that this jacket is not made in the United States. I will admit that I was extremely surprised when I found that out, because Filson for me, it's a heritage brand, like Barbour. And when I buy a heritage brand, I want that heritage to be respected as well in the manufacturing process. And this jacket is made in Bangladesh. Now, again, I say this all the time, I have no problem with the skills of the labor force in low-cost country. But I have a lot of problems with companies like Filson or Barbour sometimes that manufacture their heritage clothing in low-cost labor country, but sells them to you at high-cost labor countries. This jacket is not cheap. It costs $359 plus taxes. And honestly, it is one of the most famous jacket of Filson. So I think it should be made in the United States if you want to ask these prices. Otherwise, it's just another jacket made in Asia, and there are a dime a dozen out there. The final question is this jacket worth your money, and should you buy it? My answer is no. I don't think you should. I don't think this jacket is worth the price of $359 plus taxes. I don't think this jacket is very versatile. I don't think this jacket is very refined. Even in its ruggedness, I feel it lacks refinement. It lacks some modern comfort creatures that I really want in a jacket priced at that price. And to me, the fact that it's not made in the US just turned it into another jacket made in Asia, and I can buy those much cheaper anywhere else. This does not mean that Filson does not make jackets that you should be spending your money on. And in fact, I'm going to review the Mackinac jacket very soon, and that is a great jacket. If you're interested in more reviews about Filson or Barbour or Belstaff, please subscribe to the channel because I have a lot more coming over the next few weeks.